Hello gang, Don on the mic, and today we will analyze two games versus Bonney, the green deck, and one deck versus red-purple Luffy. This is the deck list. We have discussed about this deck list in a video in my channel, and I have stick to this deck list. I like it. I don't want to change something at the moment, but I'm going to change some things when OP10 is out, and I have already started cooking. I have already seen some lists that are online, and we will create some videos with this new list of the OP10 in order for us to prepare for the new meta that is coming. So, but now without any further ado, let's go to the matches. So we start here with Bonney. Of course, we go second. He plays a Bonney, then we play in our turn our Tokyo. What else? And we remove this baby 5. And on his turn he plays this Rosinante Don Quixote. We hit a trigger. Now from these 3 cards we prefer to grab Lafitte, because on the next turn we are at 4 Don, and what else? We will search with both of our Lafittes here. So we grab a card with our first Lafitte, we play our second Lafitte, and we grab another card. So we have now 3 Van Ayers, 1 Jesus, 1 Black Hole, our Big Body, and Estates. On his turn he plays a Cavendish and he attacks both of our Lafittes, which we let go. They did their job anyway. And on our turn we play our States. We search with our States to start building some trust and grab a card that we might need. And then with of course we hit his Rosinante. We punish him for playing this Rosinante on the last round, and then we play our Van Ager here. What we could probably do in another scenario, if he had here, let's say a 4-cost character, of course we would first play the Van Ager and then KO his character and then attack with our leader. But in this case, the thing is that this Cavendish is a 5-cost character. We have a reduction of -3, and we don't have any Laboon in our hand. So the best thing that we could do here is of course to get rid of his Rosinante and hit him. And of course we gave him now a target to hit instead of our life. And we also won't like here to forget that once Doc Q is dead, we get to draw a card, which is awesome when you play Blackbeard. So what he does in his turn is he tries to go wide, he plays an Apple, he goes for our life, and he hits us with 8k and his Cavendish, and we hit a trigger here, a C-gun, and we KO immediately this Cavendish. This was one of the best triggers that we could hit, and then he hits us again with his Bonney. He leaves up 1 Don, and guess what? We are now at a sweet spot at 8 Don. We can KO his Apple with our characters, and we can play 2 Jesuses. So we don't care about his life at this point. We care about building a board and be ready to attack him or our next turn. So in his next turn he's at 9 Don. Of course he could play something like Shanks or something big. So of course we black hole him now. We have waited long enough until this point. So what we do here is, of course, we play our states to grab something, and we get a 2k, and we trust it anyway for the black hole. Now he has 2 targets, 1 Doku, 1 Van Ager to hit, or of course our leader, and he hits our leader, which we take because we're still healthy, we don't care anyhow. And now he plays a Shanks, a 9-cost Shanks. He's like, okay, I'm still sitting here with my 5 life. I will play some big bodies, and I will aim for your life. And at some point you will either have no cards in your hand, or I will be able to just swing once and kill you. but of course we will not let that happen. The first thing that we do here is we hit him with our leader. The reason is because in order to play Shanks, he didn't leave any open dawn for his leader's ability, and then we hit him again with Fan Augur. He took the first life and the second life. For the second life he countered that. Now he's only at 4 cards in his hand, and now I'm like, okay, I have 3 teaches. No, 3 teaches. I don't need 3 teaches. So first, before I swing with my Jesuses, I count my cards in my trash, and I know that if I pitch one more card, then my Jesuses get to buffed plus 1k, and this is exactly what I do here. I buff them, I teach and buff my Jesuses plus 1k, and then I swing once with 8k, I swing twice with 8k, he takes both of these hits, and then of course what we do here is we play our teach, we nullify and freeze these Shanks, and then we also play our stage and we recycle a card. We have more than enough counter in our hand, and he goes for our life. Goes for our life because he took the sweet pill on the last turn. He swung us with 1k with no dawn investment. We took that, and he's like, okay, maybe he's bricked, which can also happen. But no, at this point, of course, we will stay healthy at 1 life. This is our goal here. We have established a board, and of course, we don't care about his characters here. So he plays a Hodi and a Rosinante, but he's black hold at this point. So what we do here in our turn, first we grab a 2k from our stage, and then it's like, okay, first I will black hole you, and then I will play a second teach. What will I do with my second teach? I will nullify your blocker, and then I will go for game. Of course we will go for game, because now he can use his leader's ability and the dawn that he left open, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings, and 3 of them are really big swings. So this is exactly how we go for game here. I count also his cards. I have also seen what he searched for on the previous games, and I knew that he has maximum 9k in his hand, including the life. So I went here easy and without any regret for game, and of course I won here. So on our second game against Bonney, of course we choose to go second when we can here, but Bonney knows that, so he chooses to go second, and it's also better for Bonney, I think, because he the Bonney player gets to play almost everything of his big characters on curve, like Hit maybe, like Don Flamingo and so on, and of course he get to search with his searcher in turn 1 before we get to KO the searcher using our Doku, for example. And this is exactly what this Bonney player does. He plays a Bonney for 1 dawn, and then he searches, but unfortunately for him he doesn't find any cards, so we punish him for that. We kill the searcher and we play a Doku. We play a Doku, and then he's still searching here. He's still trying to find the right cards, the missing puzzle, the missing pieces of his puzzle. So he searches with another Bonney, draws a jewelry Bonney from the search, and now it's our turn. We sit at 5 dawn. Of course, the first thing that we do here is we get rid of this Bonney with our Doku, because if we do that with our leader, he will arrest our Doku. The second thing is, of course, to play our stage and pitch one card that we don't need in order to grab another one, and we find a Doku, which is awesome. Now he's at 6 dawn. We don't care about his own play effects yet. So what could he play, like a Cavendish like now, but that's no problem for us. And he searches again with his Bonney. He grabs a Eustace Captain Kidd, and we know what is going to come on his next turn. So we will be prepared for it. We play our stage here to search and find another card that we need. Of course, we don't care about his kit here. He attacks us. We get a trigger, a Sigan, but we can't use our Sigan here. But what we can do here is we can reduce his kit with 3 with our Van Agur, one of the best cards in this deck, and then use our Sigan to KO this kid. So we don't care if he plays a kid, we are prepared. Yeah, we are prepared and we can KO it instantly. Then we attack him for 1, he counters, he sits now at 6 cards and 4 life, and we have a board. And now at this point he plays another kid, he attaches add-on because he has now the don't do it to do it, and he plays a Rosinante. Then he attacks us. We take and we hit a trigger and we get to draw 2 more cards. So we are happy about it, and look how easy it is for us to clear his board. First we use our black hole, then we use our Van Agur, then we use our Stronger to do another minus to this kid, and now this kid is at 3 cost. 3 cost, that means for us we can use another black hole here. Another black hole, we get rid of his whole board again, then we pitch 1 Van Agur to black hole him, of course. And I was like, okay, do I want to attack him with Jesus? Because I don't have any counter, but I was like, okay, at some point we need to start pushing for game, and if he wants to attach everything and kill my Jesus, which he does, I'm fine with it, because then I will start chaining my Blackbeards, and I have 3 of them. Right? So of course we play our first Blackbeard, we attack him, he counters, we attack him again with Van Agur. Maybe we don't have a Jesus anymore, but what we do have here is another body, is the Van Agur, and this is enough. Then he plays a Shanks, but of course we have black hole him, and you need to black hole him Bonney at this point, and this is exactly what we do here. We nullify, we freeze, we black hole, right? And then slowly but steadily we hit him for life. And this was the second teach that we played. Then he plays 2 blockers. Here. And he also touches one down to one of them in order to be able to recycle. This is the effect of this card. And then of course what we do here is we use our Van Agur and our Doku to get rid of one of these blockers, and then we use our third teach to nullify this blocker. And then what do we have here? We have 2 12Ks with our 2 Blackbeards, and of course one more hit with our Marshall. They did our leader, and it's GG, it's game. And even if it is not game, we have enough life here. We have 2 life, we have 1 2K counter in our hand. We're okay here. So for the last game for today, guys, we play against Red Purple Luffy. He searches with his Nami, then we play Doku and we attach one Don to our leader and we attack. We don't kill this Nami, and the reason is because we want to KO whatever he plays now at this turn. He hits us, we hit our trigger, we get to draw 2 cards, we are really happy about it. And of course now it's time for us to KO his Mr. 2. We hate this card, we hate him having strong cards in his board, and we try of course to start establishing our own board here. So then he plays a Zoro and he hits our Doku with his Nami. I was like, okay, you will get it anyway. So and then he attacks us with 8k to our Van Agur, but I was like, I need this Van Agur. I need this Van Agur because I really need a body on the field, and I don't care at all for these 2 cards because we have more than enough cards here. Here I have prayed for a docu with my search. Unfortunately, docu didn't come. So plan B is, of course, we play Lafitte, we search further, we grab another Lafitte, we hit his Nami, and then why not? With our Van Agur, we hit also his leader, right? And he takes, and this is the time, this is exactly the point where you want to start black holing a red purple Luffy. When he's at 8 or 9 dawn, right? So the first thing that he does is he kills with his Zoro our Lafitte, we don't care about it, and then he hits us with 6k. We know when he does that, of course, first we counter, and then we know what's coming. What is coming when he does that is, of course, a big character, like a new gate in that case, and of course he wants to leave one dawn open. Why? For his Gam Giant. So at this point we use our stronger to do a -2 to this big guy, and then we use our Van Agur to do a -3, and here comes the C gun, and we KO this Whitebeard. Then we attach 3 dawn to our leader when we hit him with that. He uses here his Gam Giant, and that tells me that before this Gam Giant he didn't have 3k in his hand, right? And then he does exactly the same. He kills our Van Agur, and he plays a new game, and he leaves one dawn open. Now we don't have the resources to KO his Whitebeard, but what we can't do here is we can freeze his Blackbeard, we can nullify his leader's ability, and we can hit him with Jesus. This is exactly what we do here. And then we pitch a card to black hole him again. You really don't want the red purple Luffy to start using his own play abilities, because then you're really fucked. So then he attacks us with 12k to our Jesus. What do we do here? Of course we counter that. We need Jesus here. We need our savior. So on the next turn we get to draw a black hole, and we see that he does not have any active dawn open. He has only 5 cards, and he used like 4k or 5k counter on the last turn, so I was pretty sure that he has almost only bricks in his hand. So of course we will use this black hole to KO this Frankie, and then it's like 212ks, guys. 212ks or a 13. The first was 13k, which he could not, of course, counter. and then we have Jesus. We have also 4 active dawns left, and our leader, it's GG. So this is again how you play against Bonney, and also how you play against Red Purple Luffy with this deck. You can hit the like button if you like the video. You can write me down in the comment section below what you found helpful in this video. If you like this deck list, what would you choose here to change? Maybe some cards. Which is the list that you play? What do you prefer over these cards, or just drop a high? Anyways, thank you all for watching, guys. Peace. Bye.